Now we are going to move on to tracking. What I mean by that is we want this blade to be pulled forward and the gullet, which is right here, we're wanting this to be flush with the facing of this wheel on both sides. As you can see right now, we can barely see the teeth on this wheel, and they're pretty well non-existent on this one. So you've got two bolts here. You have your tracking bolt, which will affect the blade on your idler wheel and your pull wheel, and then you have one underneath here which is called brass bolt, and it affects your idler wheel only. And it's a lot easier to match your idler wheel with your pull wheel first. So if our teeth are barely showing right here and we want to match what it looks like on this side, we need to take the blade in. So in order to do that, we'll come underneath here and we will tighten up our brass bolt. Check your tension. We're going to spin our wheel. So now you can see, can't see the teeth there, and I'm sure the other side is exactly the same. So now they're getting closer. So once you have both wheels that are pretty well matching, you can move both of them at the same time with your tracking bolt. You do that by tightening it up. Spin your wheel again. When you loosen it. So now we're looking a little better. Still not flush with the gullet, but we're getting closer. And this side is actually in a little bit further than the other side, so I'm going to come back to my brass bolt and tighten it up just a little bit more. Now that's looking quite a bit better. Now both sides look to be even. Go back to my tracking bolt. Tighten that up again. All right, so as you can see, I went too far. Now I've got, I don't know, probably a 1/16 of an inch of blade sticking out past the facing of my wheel on this side. So I actually went too far, and it's about the same over here. So to make your blade go in on both wheels, loosen your tracking bolt. You'll come to your idler wheel only. You actually want to do this all in one fast motion. You want to pop this wheel so that idler arm will seat back on top of your tracking bolt. So you just come down here at the bottom, pop like that, and this blade should go in. Okay, getting closer. And we're going to repeat the process, loosen it. Tracking bolt just a little bit more. Check the tension on your spring bag. We're going to pop this again. We are getting very close. Now what I do, I usually just use my fingernail, start at the facing of the wheel, and you can go down in between the gullet of those blades. It's catching just a little bit on this side. We're really close. And this side is actually pretty good. That's exactly what you want on this side. So this side is good on our pull wheel. On our idler wheel, we are out still just a little bit. So again, going back to the brass bolt, because it affects your idler wheel only, I want to bring it in just a little to match our pull wheel. So I'm going to tighten that down just a little bit more. Should be looking pretty good now. Just a little more. It's very close. And it's always a good idea to even though we didn't necessarily move both on this side, I always like to check it just in case something has moved. But this side is still looking exactly like you want it. We'll repeat the same thing. Tighten down our brass just a little. Spin your wheel. And every time you make an adjustment, I take this around maybe 2 or 3 times at the most. You don't have to sit here and spin this a whole bunch. Just 2 or 3 full rotations is plenty. And that is looking pretty perfect. So that side is good. I'm assuming our other side is too. So now we are tracked.